guys, today I'm going to show you how to prepare a loose tongue or spline mitre. We prepare the mitred ends of the boards in the normal way, sawing and then shooting using a 45-degree fence on the shooting board. We want to fit our spline across the thickest part of the mitre, so we'll be cutting a groove through here. Cutting the groove in the mitre can be done a number of different ways. You could use a table saw, set the blade at 45 degrees and pass your work through using the mitre fence, or you can use a sled. Bandsaw, using a hefty backer block to hold your work perpendicular to the table, you can cut the slot using the bandsaw. Handsaw, a router, I've even used a biscuit jointer in the past, but today I'm going to use a 45 with a grooving cutter in it. Any grooving plane will do. I've prepared a batten with 45-degree chamfers on it, which I clamp up against the mitred ends of the work. I've also clamped on a block at the end to prevent tear out, and now I can lay the skate on the 45 against the chamfer, which holds the blade perpendicular to the work, and I can simply take shavings until I'm down as deep as I want to go. The 45 on the batten sets the plane at 90 degrees to the mitre face. It's used to establish the cut at the right angle. Once established, it can be removed and the rest of the groove taken to depth with the plane. With the grooves prepared, we now need to make a spline to join the two pieces together. I found a piece of oak which is a very tight fit in the groove, so I'll just trim that very slightly with a plane to an easy slip fit that we can get some glue on and join those components together. And that's lovely. I then prepare some spline material that's a perfect fit across the width of the grooves. When I've prepared enough to go right the way through, then I can glue up. You'll notice that the long grain is cut so it goes across the mitre joint. If we did it long grain going down the joint, then it would be quite weak. You can probably see that I've sized these end joints about half an hour ago. That's soaked in quite well. I'll just apply a little bit more glue on top. and then a little bit on each part of the spline. The pine I used is very brittle, and I did get some breakout at the ends of the grooves and on the mitre when I was shooting it. And I've filled in all those little imperfections with a highly contrasting filler so that you can see where those sorts of things can happen. Of course, this joint is normally used for a carcass, and the front of the joint would normally be covered either with some banding or a face frame. So any slight gaps around the ends of the tongue or on the mitre line itself wouldn't be seen. The show surface would be the line on the mitre, and you can see a few little spots down there where there's been a little bit of breakout. So the loose-tongued or spline mitre, give it a go.